a 70-centimeter square window.
The skies a bit clearer today, the rain has passed me by. I went and opened up the window again, I can't remember why. The stars that I kept pinned to the walls have flown out of the room. Soon I'll find my way to you. I have always kept thoughts of you inside of me. In my heart I know we'll meet in reality. I'll find my way to you, I promise, just wait and see. I will forge ahead and create this new memory.
Hello, fellow Ningans.
Of the 7th universe. Welcome to Universe 7's podcast, a Dragon Ball podcast where we will talk about anything and everything Dragon Ball. I am your host, Gingy. With me today is my co-host, DJ. How are you, buddy?
I'm here and alive for once.
I know, same here. Well, this is honestly a brand new podcast that me and DJ are going to be doing. I think the main goal that we're going to be doing is obviously talk about everything Dragon Ball, from the video games to the manga to the anime.
To everything. Everything we can find.
So this is going to be the first episode, so I figured if anything, get to know us, how we came into touch with Dragon Ball. Do you remember how you came into being with Dragon Ball?
Oh, it had to have been around the time it started. Not that far back. Not on the Japanese side. I'm talking more on the American side. Because for me, growing up, Cartoon Network was the only channel I ever watched that I remember. And
Right.
It was around that time when Toonami, of course, was really hitting it big. And one of the shows that caught my eye was Dragon Ball Z. Little tidbit for those outside of America. Dragon Ball Z was the first one we got here in the States. We didn't get Dragon Ball first. We started with Z. We didn't know who these people are, and the main character dies in the first couple episodes.
Just wondering, like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
We were dumb kids then.
Then? But yeah, it was always Toonami. And I remember watching all the way through. A lot of the Saiyan and Frieza saga is kind of a blur. I do remember them starting the series over when they hit that hiatus, and then I think that's kind of where the memory lapses. I don't have a lot of memories of the Cell saga, ironically, but most of my memories are of the Buu saga. Because that one just ended up becoming my favorite because there was just so much in it.
I'm going to agree with you on the favorite arc of Dragon Ball Z.
I remember seeing Gohan's schooling, training Videl and Goten, Goku coming back. And then the whole thing with Majin Vegeta. That was amazing back then. And then we had that hiatus after Vegeta's sacrifice. We kept just waiting forever for that next episode and the Buu saga to continue.
And then the beautiful callback to the final explosion and the tournament of power.
Yeah, and Super, that was great.
I legit was sitting there with my jaw dropped, like, don't you fucking dare.
Come on, man, we gotta watch that language.
Oh.
Can't get any YouTube money if you're doing that.
All right, I'll try to watch my cursing. But
I think the one that sticks with me the most is definitely Super Saiyan 3 and the very end of the Buu fight with the Spirit Bomb.
Oh yeah, that was pretty.
And then of course we had some of the Dragon Ball era in between, which was weird. That was, I didn't get that as a kid, but and then GT. Oh, GT.
So good.
Warning for folks here: we are GT faves. We will stand for
straight we are.
GT. Don't you be bringing that on us.
I love
you'll get that
everything
Super Saiyan
Dragon
4
Ball.
rage. You'll get that Super Saiyan 4 rage.
I mean, again, bringing up the point like we did in the Peg and Gingy go to the movies. I absolutely loved that Gogeta is now officially canon. I love that fusion in the movie, but I still prefer the Dragon Ball GT Gogeta fusion.
Even though we still yet to this day do not understand why the way he looks, the way he looks. Although I do like the theory that it was a pseudo Super Saiyan God. That's a cool theory.
I do like that.
For those that don't know, that was the. It's a theory that in GT, before Goku fused in Super Saiyan 4, he was given the energy of Gohan, Pan, Trunks, and Goten, and then fused with Vegeta. For those who remember the ritual for God, that takes 6 Saiyans to create one Super Saiyan God. And, well,
So
the
you
math
could
checks
argue.
out. That's just a theory. That's not proven. Toei just
I
never
like
said
that
anything. Toriyama knows nothing about it. Because he wasn't involved in that part of GT, as far as we know.
As far as we know, I would like to think it is.
He was more of a designer than anything else on GT. He wasn't directly involved. That was Toei's thing. They wanted the money.
That's true. I think I know my memory is a bit splotchy, but I know I remember when I was first exposed to Dragon Ball Z, I was at some daycare, and this kid was talking about it, and he managed to I eventually went over to his house and watched it with him, and that was right at the end of the Frieza arc when Goku finally went Super Saiyan. I mean, that was the very first episode that I've ever seen of Dragon Ball Z, and of course, ever since then, watched the previous seasons, watched the OG Dragon Ball. Really have been a fan ever since.
Yeah, that's just the anime wise. Of course, we both have played many and many of the games.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
we've
I remember when we
new
traded in my N64 for a PS2. The very first game I picked up was the original Budokai.
Yeah.
I had no memory card at the time, but I still played it.
About to say, I remember playing the shit out of Budokai too.
Isn't that the weird one that plays like a board game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one was weird. I never owned that one.
Right. I also played the shit out of Legacy of Goku on the Game Boy Advance.
I never had any of the handheld ones, sadly. I was always on console for Dragon Ball.
Right.
Budokai 3, Tenkaichi Budokai, that was a trip. And to this day, Tenkaichi 3 is still my favorite Dragon Ball game, and I will still play it no matter what.
Isn't that you showed me, it was a while ago, of all the modded videos of the modded warriors, like Super Saiyan 5 Zamasu fused with Gogeta or some asinine shit like that.
There's so many mods for Budokai 3 and Tenkaichi 3. You can get the wildest things. It's basically Heroes before today's game.
I'm about saying, I think we're actually going to be talking about that later on.
Probably.
But I think that is that. I know news-wise, a brand new Dragon Ball game just came out.
Yes, it did. The very first of its kind here in the West, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. World Mission.
Yeah, it came out for the Nintendo Switch exclusively.
And it's also on Steam.
Really?
Yep. It's just Steam. The Switch is the only physical copy you can get. And that's what we both got to get these nice, shiny trading cards of Gogeta.
So pretty. Gogeta Blue, we should specify.
Yeah, these are special promo cards. If you play the new Dragon Ball Super card game, it's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what it plays like, but
yeah, we certainly had a lot of fun, DJ, playing it.
Yeah,
we should Certainly, game day. We should certainly play more Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's just hard to find the cards. Not every place will sell them, and it's hard to find people to play it.
True, though. I noticed that Target has been selling them.
Yeah, that's good. The more exposure, the better, for as long as it lasts.
True. So, do you have, or I guess gameplay wise with Dragon Ball Super Heroes World Mission? It's a card battle game.
Essentially, it's basically Dragon Ball meets Yu-Gi-Oh! In more ways than one.
Right. I know I'm about 2 hours in, and so far I'm getting the grip of it. I wouldn't say I memorized it per se, but
I'm still in the first part of the story. I haven't gone a whole lot in, but I went in just enough to be able to understand the mechanics a little bit. I kind of skipped through the tutorials since I saw the live stream last night of seeing play-by-plays. And I am very much excited to get as many tickets as I can to make my full Super Saiyan 4 team.
Ooh.
Give me my Super Saiyan 4 Bardock.
Super Saiyan 4 Bardock.
Yes.
Holy shit.
He is in the game. I saw gameplay of him on Bandai's live stream last night.
Oh wow. So have you figured out how to get these different characters just by playing through the story, or
It's a gotcha thing. You're basically going to be doing polls with those tickets.
It's not like microtransactions, right?
I haven't seen any microtransactions. You have to earn these tickets by playing.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
I haven't seen any. Doesn't mean it can't happen. I mean, this is a huge moneymaker for Toei in Japan because it's an arcade game, which is basically a gacha game you have to physically go to.
Right. But no, overall, I can say I am enjoying this game so far.
It's always great to have official Dragon Ball fan fiction.
That is true. That is very true.
And it even has the Xenoverse part where you can have your characters transform.
I know, I saw that your player character can turn into Super Saiyan Blue.
Mm-hmm. It'll just take a while. You have to earn the Super Dragon Balls.
Right. And
you can only have them
them
go up one level each.
Right. I do know that we also, with the Hero Edition, we got the 11 bonus card.
Yeah, I saw that. I've been playing with them. They're pretty good.
Yeah, we got Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. We got Jiren.
Blue Evolution Vegeta. I'm not sure all of it was total unlocked. It was just early unlocks. It's not like they're like special releases, so you can still earn them in game.
Right, it's just by getting it.
Yeah, you just have the early unlocks to give yourself a little bit of an advantage.
Right. I know when I went to GameStop earlier today as of recording, and I picked up the game, the guy told me that I was lucky that I put it on pre-order because that location legitimately only got 3 copies. And every single one of those copies were on pre-order.
Well, it shows that there is interest, but that might not be what they're wanting to hear. I know that there were talks early last year during the Dragon Tour that they were thinking of bringing the actual arcade games here to the States, even translating some of the cards for that event.
Where would they even go? Dave & Buster's?
More than likely Dave & Buster's, because I'm pretty sure Pokken went to Dave & Buster's for a while when it first came to the States.
Yeah, Pokken's dead.
Switch.
Pokken's dead. I haven't even touched DX in months.
It had its shine. But I'm pretty sure if the superheroes came to the States, it would have quite the fan base, since it is something that regularly updates.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's a one and done. You have to get the cards, and the only way to get the cards is by playing.
Right.
And they have to update it so often. I mean, it would be hell on the employees at Dave & Buster's to constantly have to restock that machine with cards. But you would see money after money after money.
Yeah, I would actually go to Dave & Buster's. I think it's been 6 years or so since I've last been there.
I went a couple years ago just because I was invited. I had some fun. It's definitely you always kind of forget how it's set up. Like you don't actually have to go in and eat anything. You can literally just go to the arcade.
Right. That's not bad at all. I think other news thing that kind of jumped out to me is I don't think it's been confirmed. Maybe you'll be able to confirm it, DJ, but I've heard that Dragon Ball Super is coming back in July of this year.
Officially, Toei has said those are just rumors and currently have no plans. But those in the full community have been saying they've been hearing from people actually involved in the project saying there's a high likelihood we could be seeing Dragon Ball Super return. So it's possible Toei just isn't ready to reveal anything.
Right.
And from what from what I've been hearing, is that they'll be putting more work into this continuation, so they won't have like the choppy animation and stuff. Because a lot of people hated on Super for that. A lot of the animation was pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I wonder if they're gonna keep Brawly intertwined with the new series now that he's official canon.
It's possible they do like they did for Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, where they turned the movie into a story arc. I'd rather they didn't, but I have a feeling they will.
I mean, it makes sense in a way, but I don't know. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to expand more. So there's that.
That's true. See more Gogeta Blue action because that fight scene.
Yeah, that was just epic.
I knew I was gonna see Soul Punisher again. I love that little rainbow ball of death. But what else? Dragon Ball. I know there are a lot of events going on. I know Dokkan is right up your alley, DJ.
Yeah, Dokkan Battle is where I wail out. You're more of a your luck more stands on Legends, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of Legends, I tried to get Gogeta.
Yeah,
No.
I heard a lot of people were having that issue. Spending like 30,000 crystals to get one. I know one of the Dragon Ball Gacha game players on YouTube had that luck. That's not good.
Right, and still
I know there's a GT banner live on Legends. That's about as much as I know.
Still heavily disappointed that Shala is part of the Ginyu Force.
Strike a pose.
I don't fucking want to strike a pose, DJ. I just want to get my Super Saiyan Charlotte, but I'm apparently nowhere close.
You got to get past that whole thing.
I know.
There's a lot of story left.
Is that I don't want to see Ginyu's ass on my phone screen.
But if you keep playing, you can beat him up. You eventually have to fight them.
True, I guess, but I don't know, man. But what's new in the Dokkan universe?
Well, we got the Metacooler event going live, and I couldn't pull him. Sadly, I ended up using all of my stones to try and pull that man, and I did not get one copy of him.
Oh wow! Did you do all the special stuff?
Yeah, I did all the sale stones for that. I even paid some extra to get some extra stones, but I still had no luck. I actually really wanted him because Metacooler is an AGL unit, and he is the category leader for Wicked. I need to look up the exact name. It's different than what it was in the Japanese version, where it's like the most malevolent family or whatever it was in Japan. So, but basically, he's the leader, and he has a really, really good leader skill. Where it boosts them all. It boosts everyone under that category by like 170. It's called the Wicked Bloodline category, and it features Cooler and Frieza's bloodline.
Ooh.
Yeah, he has one of the best leader skills. Wicked Bloodline category, Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. That's even better than Vegeta's Pure Saiyan's lead.
Damn.
And he's even a transforming unit where he can actually transform into that huge cyborg thing he was at the end of the movie. Where it's like half of his face and like...
I don't know why that's bringing me back to the Dragon Ball Abridged. He's really a nice guy once you get to know him. I doubt that.
Yeah, Cooler in Abridged was great. He's getting a lot of more love lately, especially... He was in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes anime for a while, where we got to see a golden final form Cooler. Because that's a thing in Heroes. So it could be that they might be looking to bringing in Cooler too into the canon. You know, we had Broly. Why not? Why can't we have Cooler? You know, something.
Or
come on, Toei, you know you want to do it. You know you want to do it.
Fuck with Fusion, since he kind of dropped his jaw when Gogeta popped up right in front of him.
That's not fair. Frieza, you were the best part of that movie.
Broly, look, your father.
Your father was killed by a stray Ki blast. Oh, Frieza. You're going to become the comedic villain, and I love it.
Right. But
he was already so prissy, but...
Right. God damn it, fucking dogs.
But yeah, that's all about what's new for Dokkan. Though, people are hoping with Super Dragon Ball Heroes on the out on Switch and PC now. There's been Super Dragon Ball Hero cards exclusive to Japan. So, Super Dragon Ball Heroes on the Switch gets popular enough, we could be seeing the Dokkan cards finally come out, because those have been translated for years and are just sitting there waiting for licensing.
Oh, please do.
There's several of them from Supreme Kai of Time, and Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, and Super Saiyan 3 Zeno Goku to Transform Demigra.
Ooh.
There's Super Saiyan 3 Adult Gotenks.
Can't wait.
And several more.
And about saying the only big event with Dragon Ball Legends is, it's the Ultra Space Time Summoning Banner number 11 that essentially features GT, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Goku Kid.
Well, hey, anytime with GT Goku is good times.
That's true. I'm about to say the other noteworthy thing about World Mission is that you can create your own cards in the game too.
Yeah, that is really cool. You can make the most OP thing ever.
So I'm sure we'll have fun with that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was another card they added to Dokkan from the Heroes. Baby Janemba.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's right. That is a thing.
There was also a Kid Buu, a Bobbity absorbed. Heroes is weird. Did give us Adult Supreme Kai, and that's a beautiful thing.
That it is. Certainly, the first episode is World Mission centered. There's no problem with that.
There is some Dragon Ball news out there, of course.
Not anything else before we...
Well, Funimation released the trailer today announcing their 30th anniversary collector's edition box set for the entire series on Blu-ray.
Oh, wow. Do we know how much that's going to run for?
This remastered on Blu-ray is in the 4x3 format of the original broadcast. And includes all the originals. It includes the full series, just Dragon Ball Z though. A full 11-inch art book, and a figure of Goku holding a Dragon Ball, exclusive to this set only. Will not be sold separately, at least from what they're saying. But what's different about this is that this isn't going on sale. It is going on reservation as a crowdfunding to get this set.
Oh, wow.
There needs to be 3,000 copies reserved for Funimation to be able to do this, which does raise some questions. And some people are not very happy about it, especially considering the cost of this set is going to set you back $350.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And people are wary because what's happening in Japan is Toei actually is going back and remastering the original series of Dragon Ball based on the original airings. Like the full stuff, none of the unedited images or anything. This is just the original like set of videos that Toei is working on remastering like they've been doing for the movies. That's not what Funimation is offering at the moment, from what we know. And we know very little about this set right now. So, based on what's been shown in the trailer, it looks like it could only be the Funimation copies of the set being remastered. And Funimation does not have the original videos. They have like a third set recording of the videos. So it will never be clear.
Right.
There's hope that if they crowdfund this, that they will be able to work with Toei to be able to get it in English. But right now, we know pretty much nothing about what's going into the technical side of this. So if you have the $350 to spend, there's this. It's available. It's up on Funimation.com to be able to pre-order it for that price. I'm not sure if it charges you up front. More than likely it will, considering they're trying to crowdfund this. But, yeah, it's not Funimation's best. It's a cool box, but I honestly don't think it's worth the $350 for everything that you get. Just go and get the original. Just go get the Blu-rays, or if you're lucky enough, find the out-of-print Dragon boxes. And if you really want something that's a huge collector's item, I suppose go for this. But it's not something I want anymore. It's just too much. Too much for too little.
Right.
That's right. There is a new character coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ here soon.
Ooh.
We have
my attention.
We have Kid Goku from Dragon Ball GT coming into Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
And
now, if only we can have Super Saiyan 4 Goku in FighterZ.
This one won't be able to go 4, but he will be able to transform into Super Saiyan for his final attack.
Okay.
He actually transformed to Super Saiyan 3 to use his Super Kamehameha, and his other attacks will be the Super Spirit Bomb, the Power Pole, and the Reverse Kamehameha. So he's going to be coming into FighterZ here sooner or not. He comes as part of the season, part of the Pass 2. If you've got that, so he'd be added automatically when it comes out. I don't see a current release date, but I do know he is coming.
Huh? All right.
And the only other thing is, get ready, folks, because Dragon Ball Super Broly is coming to Blu-ray and DVD later this month, I believe it's April 16th.
Yeah, it's April 16th.
Which is not too far away.
No, it is not. Yeah, wait.
That's literally a week from this Tuesday.
So you better get it. Get it now, folks.
I've already got my copy pre-ordered on Amazon. Get that same day shipping.
Huh? All right. It's been. I'll cut this part out, but you think 30 minutes is a good range for now?
Yeah, probably until some other stuff comes out.
Right. All right. With that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up the very first episode. DJ, where can our listeners find you?
At the moment they can't. I don't have anything for people to find at the moment.
I mean, you do have your Twitter.
Screw social media. I don't use it. If you
Oh,
send something to my Twitter, it will not be responded to. It doesn't exist.
fair enough. I haven't asked in a while, but how's the whole YouTube thing going? Are you
It's a
ready
work
to
in progress.
share that yet?
It's a work in progress.
Fair enough. Well, this show will be going under Pixels Media. The main show is Pixels, Polygons, and Fun. You can find that podcast wherever podcasts are found. We will have a logo and all that put up for this show on tpublic.com/user/ppaf podcast 1. We have a Patreon, if you guys are able to give anything, of course, but like we always say, please take care of yourself first. And that'll be patreon.com/ppaf podcast. And there are a bunch of other shows under Pixels Media. There's Poke Survivor. There is Pokemon Variety Hour. Yeah, plenty of content for you guys to enjoy. But that being said, this is the very first episode, so any criticism for the show will be greatly accepted if you would not mind. You can
Give us some feedback, or even better, if you have some topics you'd like us to cover, we can certainly go into that.
Exactly. So go ahead and send an email with the subject being Universe 7's podcast. And you can send that email to ppandfpodcast@gmail.com. And with that being said, you guys, this has been the very first episode of Universe 7's podcast. I am your host, Gingy.
I'm DJ Skywalker.
And we will see you guys next time.
Shenron, give us your strength!
Give us all your energy.
A 70-centimeter square window.
The skies a bit clearer today. The rain has passed me by. I went and opened up the window again. I can't remember why. The signs that I kept pinned to the walls have flown out of the room. Soon I'll find my way to you.
I have